Okay. Put a little better music on. And we are going to take off. Um, okay. So target 06787649. This is just a simple ARV. Um, I think uh, I think there's 10 picks. Uh, I think the deal is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30%, and then so on and so forth. So there's 10 different picks, or 9 maybe. 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 70, 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I guess there is 10. Which makes sense. Okay. Don't ask me why I was thinking there was 9. Okay. So this is simple ARV. Got 10 picks lined up. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to match one of these, which will determine the percentage of something, which I think is a freaking fantastic idea. So, like I said, if it's a really high quality hit where I'm literally calling out, detail for detail, then I think this is I think this is doable. So I didn't think my co-pilot thought this one up, and I think it's friggin' phenomenal. I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna give it a shot. Um, let's see what happens. So let's get some basic colors out here. So I got color, implied temperature. Let's see if I can spell implied. IMPLIED. So I'm pretty sure these are AI picks. So by looking at the pick, you have to whatever the um, temperature is implied. So like if it's snowy and white, which are cold. Yeah, yesterday I had a ARV for um, a project, and both the pictures had cold temperatures implied, and it really sucked. So So I know it sounds funny. I have a smell. I have an oil of some kind. So there's a smell like an oil, and the oil is got a particular taste and flavor to it. And that's why I'm kind of wondering if this is like a hydrocarbon for machinery or if this is a hydrocarbon for trees and plants. Some trees and plants exude a particular smell, like fir trees and pine trees and cedar trees. They all have a very distinct hydrocarbon smell. And it's a long chain. And there's a lot of it. So, and that's why I'm kind of, I mean, it's a distinct smell, but I can't tell you what the distinction is. And I can't tell you, I do know I have two green uprights in my field of view. I have white, and it's like it's like a snow-covered forest or the top of a building with some sort of decoration on top. So it's either a forest or tall or rounded building with or decorations or structures. So, like I said, this is a kind of an unusual scenario because I've got that smell and I don't know what that smell is. I've got this feel where it's like this is a rounded area, and then I have these two structures here, and I don't know if they're fir trees or cedar trees or I don't know what they are. So that's the environment. The main thing that stands out though is the smell. I'm not sure why. So let's look at shapes. Crowded shadows. Open area. You can't really see the horizon, or the horizon basically is the shadows behind. So it's not a wide open field. It feels like it's outside, not wide open. So it's not wide open. It feels like it's outside. Okay. And when I say crowded, I mean just there's a lot of things around it. It's not it's more like standing in a forest rather than standing in an open plain with, two trees sticking out. Or sitting on top of I guess it could be sitting on top of a um like a big it could be sitting on top of a big stadium overlooking a very crowded city. Mm, Okay, so that's the shape. Purpose. Um, let's get back to that one. How about feels or motion? And again, I'm stuck between two different scenarios. One would be a stadium waiting for the people to show, and the other would be an avalanche where these two trees are waiting for the snow to come down. You have a crevasse where the snow falls, or the glacier, not glacier, but the crashing snow follows, and you have the two trees down at the bottom waiting for it to catch it. So it's that impending, it's going to happen. That's the feel. It's the purpose. Funny thing is I don't know what these two things are, and I don't know how much of the inside is. I mean, is this like are these like an actual structure where it's got like a skeleton inside that Mhm. Are these like people? Are these like what are these? For all I know, these are samurais. Yeah, this is AI. I wonder if this is drawn in a particular way, like if this is drawn in a old school, or goth or all the other different ways. I mean, is this two people facing off on a snowy plain? Is this like, is that why they're waiting? I tell you, the mind boggles. What is the purpose? Okay. So, wow, I did not get very much on this one. Is there water? I mean, do I have water here? I got greenery and what looks like trees. Um, that's funny. I got green, blue, red, and orange. I wonder what's red and orange because I don't see any red and orange here. Yeah, it's funny when I push the red, I taste rust or iron oxide, and the orange feels like fire. Is that a bonfire? Why iron oxide? Okay, so I'm gonna call it. I'm not gonna keep pushing on this. I really don't have an something I can actually put my finger on as far as what this is. Um, I don't see people per se. I don't see a person per se. So I can't say this is an event where there's somebody important or something important because I just don't see anything uh, other than these two structures and this city-like thing. Or that could be like a rock wall too. So I'm not clear on this one. I don't see a fire. Doesn't mean it's not there. The iron oxide, I don't know where this taste is coming from. Um, and I don't understand what it means by display, spread, allow, and further. I'm gonna say that I have not got enough data here to accurately pick out your 10 things, unless we really get miraculously lucky and I actually drew something of your one of the picks, these two things and that backdrop, unless we get really lucky. I'm going to say I probably screwed up. So we're gonna call it at that. Hopefully it's gonna get you enough to get something at least. But I don't know, man. Remind me to show you my ARV of I think I did. Never mind, you probably saw it. So it was my ARV of the Seahawks game. So that was pretty cool. All right. If I get time, I'm gonna do probably a couple more. We'll see what happens. I plan on doing a I think it's called let's just call it a big room. For a brief moment on my phone, I'm sitting in the bathroom and I'm reading on Reddit. Some guy was talking about how he has this treasure trove of negatives that he wants to reveal to the world after Donald Trump reveals the presence of aliens of a room. He has a animation depicting what the room looks like, but he says he has um, actual pictures. And what I want to do is I want to do an ARV of the room and the people involved in this room with the chambers, with the storage crates, I guess is the best word for it. So back in the 70s when they popped them on ice, all the ETs, I want to look at the room. I want to look at the people involved. I want to try to find out which president knew about this and see, I'm pretty sure it was the CIA, but see who tucked them in for bed. And not it's not that I don't believe that the CIA has bodies and wraps, but to have somebody say that they have negatives is kind of cool. Now the funny thing is I'm sitting there reading the little blurb, and I'm kind of curious about this little video I'm watching about how this guy has negatives, and he's going through his stash, and he keeps it in a safe that a famous psychiatrist had in an underground bunker that looks like it's in Italy. It's just a brick lined bunker room with all sorts of alien stuff in there. And he says he's trying to keep it safe in this very old safe. And I'm looking at the very old safe with the key in the door, and I'm thinking to myself, huh, yeah, okay, something's wrong with this picture. Um, so I don't doubt the guy. He has pictures, he has negatives. I don't doubt that the CIA has this particular room. It'd be kind of cool to find out where. And I have no doubt that they took people in there and allowed them to take pictures. But let's go check it out. We'll do that tonight or tomorrow or whenever I get some free time. So, anyways, I don't watch football, so I got tons of time after I get done with my work. So, all right, I'll catch you later. I wish I had more, man, but I'm telling you, that's just I don't have a clear image of what I'm looking at, other than a few very obvious things. So, um, I wish I had more. I will. I'll catch you later, man, and good luck. And don't spend all your money from your winnings in one place, man. All right, catch you later.